It's time for the November 2025 tutorial. This time we have a lovely heart mandala. You might be able to tell in the voice a little bit not feeling good, but it's a day that I have at home where I can do this, and so I'm gonna do this. And I hope I can be really high energy for you guys. I'm just gonna show you. These are the Prismacolor Premier. Those are the colored pencils that I'm using. So Prismacolor does have an eraser that they make. The main thing is, don't worry if you make a mistake where you feel like you need to erase, just don't worry. So we've got two versions like we always do, the simple one and then the one that's a little bit more embellished. I'm gonna start with the simple one and I'm gonna pick my colors and we'll get started. I'll be right back. So maybe you want to be part of the color selection thought process. This is going to be a gratitude mandala because we're coming into Thanksgiving, and so I'm going to use colors that I associate with the heart. And in my previous tutorials I have said heart does not have to be red, leaves do not have to be green, so you choose whatever appeals to you. This time I think I'm going to kind of maybe go with a little bit of a fall theme in mind. These are going to be really different colors for me. I almost never use these type of colors, so it's going to feel really awkward and different and interesting to me, but I'm going to stretch myself. And it's going to be beautiful, like I always say. So what do we think about that? Does that look like fall and Thanksgiving? I think so. Just to get started, so there's not a whole lot of thought needed, I'm gonna pick a color that I want to be one of my foundational colors and dive into the circle. It's just always a great place to start, and I love this color already. Now I am going down with a medium pressure. Actually, let's call this firm. I'm gonna go firm because I really like the kind of red purple effect. So I'm gonna go firm pressure all the way around. I'm gonna go ahead and do both, actually all three circles with this, and then we'll build from there. So I will pause camera and be back with you in a bit. I really love this color and the way it went down. I don't think I've ever used it before. It's called Mulberry, and excuse me, I think it went down so easily and so smoothly, and I actually have already had to sharpen it just even with doing those three circles, and so it really laid down a lot of color, and I really think it's pretty. I am going to go with the peacock blue and just kind of fill in some of the background areas, just because, like I said, I'm feeling a little off today, and so this is kind of a soft way to get started in areas like this where you just don't have to give it much thought, but it helps you get going, right? So that's what we're gonna do. I like the blue and the purple together. I know I said I was gonna try to do something different, but here I went with blue and purple straight off the bat again, didn't I? So put in the comments what your favorite go-to colors are. Do you have some, or does it change up each time? I tried to change up, but apparently it's harder for me than I thought. This month is November of 2025. Like I said, we've got Thanksgiving, and I'm going to talk to you about naming your mandalas. So I don't know if you've noticed, but we're starting out very slow, and I'm kind of easing you in. I'm giving a little more information each time. Today I'm going to talk about naming your piece, and so when you're done with one, it's nice to date it. I do it on the back, write the date, and if you want to name it. This one I'm thinking, because it's Thanksgiving month and because of the hearts, and I don't know if you remember, I posted in the group, share something that you're grateful for, so I'm going to name this one A Heart of Gratitude. All right, finishing up this really pretty peacock blue. If you're not paying attention to your point, which mine's about half done and it's flat, and then it ends up going out of lines if you're not paying attention, but I just wanted to point that out. I think I'll share a little bit of my story while I'm doing the next color, just so you'll know my background and where mandalas came into my life, basically. It's kind of interesting. My hairdresser, who I think you've heard me mention in the video I did that outlined the things I learned from my first mandala, how he was the one person in my life that kind of, I would say, got me spiritually. We were on a similar growth path in that way, and every time I would go get my hair done, we would have the best conversations, like enlightening and inspiring, and just really felt so good to talk about all that kind of stuff. And ultimately, he's the one that, interestingly, introduced me to mandalas, and that's a story for another time. But I was 10 years older than him. We both were in relationships, so we were never romantically involved, but just a really, really great connection, and loved to talk to him about all things spiritual. And I really enjoyed reading and studying and learning and, kind of going on my own quest. And so he was on a similar quest, and that's why it was fun to talk to him. So he actually was the one that introduced me to mandalas. I'll tell that story another time. And I really fell in love with them, and they helped me through some really difficult times in my life, just to be able to sit down and I didn't understand why. I didn't understand why at all, but part of it is just working with the energy of the colors. Part of it is that you are working with balance and structure. Part of it is the symbolism that you choose. There's so much going on in a mandala that is feeding your soul this beautiful, healing, balancing energy. Of course, I did not know that at the time, but I just knew that they made me feel good. Like, I just really enjoyed doing them, and that's why I started studying. I started trying to find out, what is it about coloring a mandala that makes you feel good? How does this work? What is this about? So that's how I kind of went on the journey, and here I am all these years later. But anyway, what I wanted to say, keep getting off track, I do that. I found the mandala work to be very calming, very healing, very meditative, just really gave me peace in some times that were not peaceful. And what's interesting is the last few years I've been in a hard time again for different reasons, but just dealing with some really hard stuff for a long time. And do you know, instead of doing my creative work, I kind of got away from it. And I imagine it might be like someone who does yoga and then, they don't do it when they don't feel good, or someone who teaches meditation and they get into a really bad place and they kind of get away from that. So that's what happened. I'm just being honest with you guys. While I was in this hard time, and I've been in this hard time for a while, kind of got away from doing the work, the healing work, the work that I know is healing and balancing and meditative and calming. And I don't know why that is, that we do that to ourselves, but I'm very happy to be back at it. And I'm reminded of how wonderful it is, and I love sharing it with you. And I hope that sharing that story helps you understand when you do kind of feel in a funk. Don't even have to have a template, just get a piece of paper and doodle, draw your own. And you don't have to color it. It can be just ink on paper, but creating the balance, the structure, the symbols, and then the color does add a new dimension to it. But don't forget about the thing that we know that works. That's what I wanted to say. So I'm going to color for a while. This one is crimson red. So I actually did end up making hearts red. I'll be back. So I decided to go all in on the red hearts. And who knows, this is a good example of intellectually you have a plan for what the mandala is going to look like, but the mandala will dictate to you, and you'll know what should go there, what you should do. You see, I'm going over ever so lightly, and it creates these kind of a dark side, a light side, a little shadow where the dip is. I've started out with firm pressure on the mulberry, medium to firm on the peacock blue, firm pressure on the crimson red, and now I'm switching back to a little bit more of a light pressure. This one I did kind of blended. I didn't do a hard like we did on our last mandala, a dark side and a light side. And this time I'm doing the same thing, but there's not a hard line in between. It's just a soft fade between the hard side and the reason I did that, if you remember, was to create some depth and some interest. So this green is called chartreuse, and I really like it too. But it looks a little flat to me. This is really interesting petal. I've never seen this shape of petal on a mandala before. When you start with your darker colors, like the blue and the purple and the dark green there, and then you are going back with lighter colors, you don't have to be quite as careful, right? Because it doesn't show up if I go over. A lot of times, sometimes it does. It depends on your color. I do love that little pop of light green. It's starting to brighten this up so much. I love all the colors that I'm working with. I think I'm going to put some more of the light green on the outside circle. I think we'll do these. Yeah, these sections here in light green. I love to keep the number of colors somewhat limited because it forces you to really be conscious of where you're laying down color, and I think it keeps it kind of simple and beautiful and tied together well. All right, so I'm gonna color and I'll be back. All right, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna put some orange. And you can hardly tell it's orange. It's almost like red itself. So back to the point of feeling better. After doing this and about shifting energy, I had the thought about, for ladies, and maybe men too, like getting your hair done, right? Get your hair done, you feel better. Get your nails done, you feel better. Why is that? It's because you took some time to do an act of self-care. This is kind of like that. It's taking time for you. It's taking time for self-care. It's taking time away from the crazy news, scrolling endlessly on social media, which you have to be really careful about that. You have to be careful that you're being intentional with the time that you spend online and the time that you spend consuming. Just make sure that you guard what you allow into your mind and into your energy. But this is taking a break from all that. It's an act of self-care, in addition to all the other benefits that I pointed out earlier. So yeah, I'm really liking this. I think I'm going to continue with this carmine red, just because I think these colors work together, and I'm okay with it just having a few colors. I think I might finish up all these little sections here with this carmine red. And at that point, we'll be done with filling in color, and then we get to have some fun kind of dressing it up a little bit, right? So let me think on that. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that. I hope you guys are enjoying doing your mandalas. You know, if you totally hate it, you can always print another one, right? But I guarantee you're not going to totally hate it. You're going to love it. It's going to come out beautiful. And I really want you to share them in the group after you color them, okay? And hey, it doesn't have to look like mine. You don't even have to watch the tutorial. You can color it however you want. That's what I want you to know. We got to give it a little, got to help it come to life a little. I mean, the colors are beautiful, and I definitely feel better for doing the practice. But now I want to just kind of, you know, dress it up, but really just help it come to life, help it have a little more interest and dimension. So very simple little things. I'm just very, very lightly hitting the bottom of the light green with a little shade darker. I'm not quite sure, maybe just on the outside of these instead of up from the bottom, because these are just a weird shape. Honestly, I've never seen that in a mandala before. that, and that helps that not look so flat, right? Just give it a little bit of, maybe look like it's a little bit more 3D, not so flat. Yeah, that's helping. Right, so that helps already. I might actually go back and do a little more because I really like that a lot. So I might take it up a little further and blend it a little softer into that light green. So I didn't get the white pencil out, but remember we can use the white pencil to blend these colors too, kind of push them together. Sometimes that works, but I'm not sure I want to do that because right now I'm liking the way this looks with having it where you can actually see the marks, the pencil marks. I think it's great. Love it. Well, I can't say that it looks like Thanksgiving, but I really like it. All right, I'm going to go back with the crimson red because the rest, there's so much firm pressure that I feel like the heart looks a little washed out. So I'm going to go back and do some more on the heart here. So I kind of wanted it to have that the variation where you could see the pencil marks almost, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out. To just be flat, hard pressure like those. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So let's see, we used, what color did we use? We didn't use this one yet, but I might add that to the heart. Make the center heart pop a little more. It feels like it should, right? Because it's the central piece, and this mandala is all about heart of gratitude. That's what it's about. There we go. Loving that. I don't know, I might be done. I'm gonna pause for a minute and decide if I want to do anything else, and I'll be back with you. Okay, I don't know if you remember, but I started out with a lot more pencils and ended up only using these. I just put about 6 of them back into the tray, so that's interesting, right? I did see one thing I might do kind of similar to what we did here with the 2 greens. I would like to do with the 2 different blues. So to kind of pull them together. I'm gonna go in, I'm not gonna do it on everyone, I'm gonna do it on these that don't have the green on the outside. So I'm just gonna go darken up the bottom on the outside of the heart flower. I guess that's a heart flower. I didn't notice that. And just color in the bottom a little bit. Yeah, that definitely, I just don't like things to look flat, I guess is what I'm saying. So, and this is, it's a different blue that I'm adding in there, and I'm just letting it kind of blend in, right? No big deal. So I like that. That helps kind of give it a little bit more finished or intentional look. And then I have one more trick up my sleeve, but I'm gonna have to go to the studio cabinet and get something out of there first. We're gonna do something different. I'm excited. Finish this up. What do you think? That helps, right? That helps. You just don't think these little things make a difference, but they do. Awesome. Okay, I'm excited about what I've decided to do next. I'm gonna turn the camera off, go find what I need, and I'll be back. So I did go back with the marker like we did before, and I used, these don't have the colors on them, but I used this color, and now I'm using this color. And I outlined the petals out there just to kind of clean them up a little bit, and now I'm doing these in here. I still thought they looked a little boring. And now I'm outlining them with this green, and now they look like avocados to me. So anyway, I like avocados, so I guess I'm grateful for avocados. So I'm spinning the page, makes it so much easier and so many less mess ups for me anyway. And as I say that, I missed the line, of course. Anyway, okay, I think that looks really, really cool. And we are gonna do one more thing. The new thing that we're adding this time is some glitter paint. This is actually glitter glue, but it dries for just glitter. So I haven't used it in a while, but it looks like it's still nice and wet. And I had to go dig it out of the cabinet. And the reason I thought about these, adding the glitter glue or the glitter paint, is because these little elements here are so tiny and you can barely see them. So I'm gonna go and put a dot of glitter instead of just that little red coloring in there, because I thought that would be really cool. So please remember, this is these templates on the printer paper. These are kind of toe in the water exercises for you when it comes to mandala art. But there's so much we're gonna do when we start drawing and creating our own on canvas. And when you add this type of thing on the canvas, and they sell this in like a glow-in-the-dark paint, and so when it dries, your painting has that dimension to it, shining at night. There's just so much fun things that you can do, and now we're kind of, I guess, getting into more of the crafting, adding some crafting onto our mandala as well. And if we wanted, we could put some more glitter, but I'm going to stop right there. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it when it dries. We'll be able to see it, but I think that I am finished. I think that looks amazing. I definitely feel better, not just physically, but emotionally than I did when I started. I'm glad that I decided to do this today, even not feeling well, because it proves a point that doing mandala work is therapeutic. So thank you so much for being here with me. Oh, I wanted to show you this today too. I'll make a post about it, but this is can you see it? A really great book that I refer to. The Illustrated Encyclopedia of Symbol, Signs, and Dream Interpretation. It's really robust book about what symbols mean. But one thing I use as a resource at the back, I don't know if you can see, but at the back it has lots of simplified versions of these symbols. And so that's a great resource for when you're creating your own mandala, if you want to put symbolism into it. And these are very easy representations for you to model, so it doesn't have to be something very extensive. But anyway, I have books and books and books that I'll share with you, but that was one I wanted to share today. So thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I love y'all. So there's this second one, the one that's a little more embellished. Same design, I just added extra lines for more detail for people who want to be a little more adventurous. There's the pencils I used on that one. I will put it in the tutorial. I'll actually name them out for you. Really nothing to point out except, did some blending, did some light and dark, pressure. One thing I did want to point out, I don't know if you can really see, but I mentioned in the last one that once you put down the dark colors, you could go quickly over with the lighter colors without being quite as careful. But in this case, I don't know if you can see, so I was being a little quick and not quite as careful going over with that light yellow, and it actually smeared, which almost never happens. But it was just this one red that it had so much color there that it bled over. But anyways, there is. So I also thought it was funny that my intention again, even with this one, I said I was gonna do some harvest fall Thanksgiving kind of colors, and that didn't happen. So this time I thought, all right, I'm really gonna try to do some fall colors, some Thanksgiving colors. I put the yellow down last, and up until then, it actually looked like Christmas. So maybe I've got Christmas on my mind more than Thanksgiving. But anyway, like I said, you can have a plan, but the mandala is gonna tell you something different. So there is the second version, the part 2, the little more advanced template for November. And I hope you guys are having fun with them. Please do show us in the group once you've finished coloring. I enjoy that so much, and I know everybody else does. And it also gives other people permission to put theirs out and not be worried about it. Okay, so don't be shy, be brave. It's a safe space and we love you. Show us what you're doing. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I love you guys so much. I love this group. I love the energy in it and how everyone's getting to know one another. Thank you so much for being part of it with me. Take care. Bye-bye.